up, boys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon, and before we dive in today, I want to talk to you about the sponsors. $6shirts.com is today's sponsor, and every single day they will bring you a new shirt for just $6. Head on over to the Tea Time section on their page. There's an affiliate link down below and order yours today. Also, please check out patreon.com/alteredwalters. Throw me a buck over there. It helps grow the channel and make the channel better. Today, we're going to talk about Unfriended. Unfriended was kind of a sleeper, kind of a big deal, but overall, Unfriended is a horror movie that we witness through the perspective of a teenager's MacBook, basically, is what's going on. Vengeful ghost, spirit, high school drama, sexuality, you mix all these things together and you get Unfriended. Unfriended is not a mind-blowing movie, but it is not subpar by any means. There are quite a few plot holes when it comes to just the software and how some of these programs are actually used on a Mac computer, or any computer for that matter. Some of the things don't really work. And some of the subtle nuances, like the glitching of the Skype, while interesting at first and a cool effect, eventually becomes annoying and cumbersome and can even cause motion sickness to some parties. Overall, it's a good film, but is kind of let down. It's kind of a letdown. I'm glad I didn't see it in theaters, but I was able to pick the Blu-ray up at Walmart for $15.96. So go check Walmart out, see if you can get a copy for a good price like that. Add it to my shelf, what have you. Overall, it's not a bad movie. I would give it a 6.5 out of 10, which is a pretty fair score. I would say the score showcases the movie. It's middle range. It's not a phenomenal horror film, but it's a new take on kind of an old idea. So like I said, it's very technology based, and you actually are seeing the MacBook screen. You don't, I guess, know that unless you really think about it until the end when you pan out and it's closed or what have you. Overall, the movie's phenomenal, except for the subtle things here and there that drastically bring the score down just because they're bothersome and ruin immersion for the viewer. My biggest complaint is, however, that as a movie critic and big horror fan, you guys may or may not know that I cannot stand when a film uses the assertion of a character with a big mouth and kind of scream or music note to symbolize what should be the end of a film or a scary sequence or something like that. The act of, not necessarily a jump scare, but a jump tactic to wrap up a scene is absolutely absurd. It does not add anything to the integrity of the film. It does not develop the plot or the characters, and overall it pisses me off. It happened. I leaned over to my wife looked at me, and we were both pissed. That took this movie from probably a 7.5 out of 10 to a 6.5. It's not cool. Quit putting it in horror movies. You made a great film, and this is not just Unfriended. This is me in general saying that don't do this. Jump scares are fine, but the I guess almost comical nature of the person coming towards the camera at the audience, fucking absurd. Okay, you do not need that in a film, and overall it brings the film down for a lot of people. So before I go off on a huge tangent on my hatred of that is my only complaint with Unfriended, is there is one of those scenes, and personally, it just put a bad taste in my mouth with the rest of the film. With that being said, overall, it is a 6.5 out of 10. You'll enjoy it. You're probably glad you missed it in theaters if you did, because it wasn't that great. But it's a good Blu-ray movie. It's a good night movie with, your significant other. Or get some friends together and watch with some popcorn and, whatever. Have a good time, check it out for sure. But if you miss it, it's not the end of the world, guys. So, thank you for watching today's video. I will be back once again for another video, either Tuesday or Thursday. Until then, please leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on my social media links below. Bye!